What's up, everyone? It's your boy Sino, and I'm back again with another video. Before we start on this shit, I'm gonna react to Adam22 reacting to Young Chop. Currently, he got arrested for starving his dog. What the fuck, bro? So let me open this for you guys for the quarantine. Haven't drinking a whole month, so let's see. Tastes like I'm gonna get drunk already. Okay, let's try this shit. Let me screen record this shit. Click to record the full screen there. Click to record the full screen, drag to record. Alright. Alright. Let's record this shit. I think it's starting. I don't know. Let me see. That shit in a while.
Okay, guys, so it just came out in the news that Young Chop was arrested for some pretty ridiculous sounding charges, including firing a handgun off his porch, which I'm sure you all saw the video of, and allowing this point. Now, this is actually the second time he's been arrested in 2 weeks. The first time was for reckless conduct, and that warrant was issued after he got his Uber shot up in Atlanta and then asked the driver not to tell the police about it, which for most people would be a pretty big deal, but for Young Chop, that was just the beginning of his month, and these new charges seem a lot more serious. At first, I wasn't really sure what to think of Young Chop attacking French Montana and Meek Mill, who were the first targets of his attention. I thought, oh, this is probably random clout chasing at first, but the more I thought about it, Young Chop just never really seemed like the kind of guy who was going to do something like that, starting beef with some of the biggest rappers in the world just to get some attention on some imaginary offenses. As Chop steadily got himself into deeper and deeper shit, taking aim at 21 Savage, Drake, and dozens of other targets, people started to speculate that Chop might be going through some sort of manic episode. Now, myself, I remember when I dealt with the whole Fousey Con thing. I interviewed Fousey around that time, and it did seem pretty clear that he was going through some sort of manic episode. And a lot of people around him who have experience with the bipolar thing and stuff, they were saying, like, he's manic, he's going through a manic episode. It comes out, Fousey says, okay, fine, yeah, I was going through a manic episode. And still, if I had to bet, I would say that this situation seems kind of like that one.
I think Fousey was lying, man. Fousey was lying, bro. He knew exactly what he was doing. I feel like Fousey was trying to be relevant again, and I don't hate Fousey because I was a big Fousey 2 fan, but then I find out he was making fake content. Okay, bro. And a lot of people express bad things about Fousey. I don't wish Fousey bad, but I feel like he lied a lot.
Anyway, when Meek and French did respond to Chop, they actually both acknowledged the mental health thing, with Meek saying that Chop is having some mental issues and French saying that he needs to be in a mental institution, which, just as a sidebar, it is very positive to see how far hip-hop has come over the past 10 years, I guess, in terms of how they talk about mental health. Normally, this kind of thing never would have earned that sort of consideration from rappers like French and Meek, so I do think that that's a pretty positive development. If we actually look through the hot new hip-hop posts about Young Chop over the course of the last 7 or 8 years that he's been famous, you can pretty much see that they've all been positive and relatively free of drama, outside of a couple of notable exceptions, like when Chop called out Kanye West for using Chicago artists after Kanye co-opted SZA's hit Don't Like, which Chop made the beat for, or this viral clip of Chop calling a security guard a bitch, after which the security guard proceeded to rain blows upon him.
As I rained blows upon him, I realized there had to be another way.
Before then getting...
I feel like people that come from, like, poverty and see things that they're not supposed to see, like people getting killed, people getting jacked, getting jumped for any stupid reason. And when the money comes in, and then people in the same circle start set you up, it creates paranoia, man. Hey, hold up, I'm drinking and I forgot to turn on the light. Hold up, shit. I forgot to turn on the light for you guys. Look. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Attacked by Chop's crew, and no, I'm not going to be showing that video because I would like to at least make some money off
Shout out to Adam22.
Which, speaking of, like, comment, and subscribe. Anyway, this is the first time that we've seen Chop flirt with going viral off off some fuck shit. In fact, when I interviewed him on the podcast about 3 years ago, the first thing that I actually brought up was that he had just gone viral for getting his dick sucked on Instagram Live. Which, in the age of quarantine radio and Kodak Black showing off his thang on Instagram Live, might not seem so crazy, but in 2017, it definitely got the world talking.
Yeah.
Alright, so you got your dick sucked on Instagram Live. Tell us about it. I've done that before too.
Whoa, what was this?
It was
Fucking junk
a
chop, bro.
minute ago. It was on everything. Wasn't it on academics and all that shit?
It was everywhere.
It was on media.
That's what Doritos
Like,
with
Matt
Tito, man.
NC firms hitting me up. Yeah,
It was
Matt
on
DC
CNN,
firms
no.
hitting me up about Young Chop. It's crazy.
It was probably on CNN.
I just did it. It's not like Chop is above some good-natured, old-fashioned troll, and as evidenced by when he shot his shot with 6ix9ine's girlfriend before getting brutally shot down. As crazy as calling out 21 Savage and Drake seemed at the time, that's nothing compared to what Chop has gotten into since then, namely Ubering around 21 Savage's hood where he was shot at by a man he had just had an argument with,
Fuck,
firing
bro.
a gun off his porch, and calling the most beloved podcaster alive a bitch.
I don't get it.
I'm no doctor, but it seems to me that Chop is going
When you have
through
money,
some
bro, you
shit.
start
We haven't
acting
really
reckless, bro.
heard much from
Invest your
Chief
money,
Keef,
man.
Tato, Lil
Invest it on
Durk, all his
something.
prior associates. Despite the small cottage industry created by Wally the Great to try to convince people that people were talking about people that weren't really talking about those people. But lately, when we have heard people commenting on Chop, it's been stuff like his brother Johnny May Cash tweaking out on live, claiming that Chop kicked him out of his house and begging people not to kill him. Or my personal favorite, this Asian doll Instagram live in which Chop claims that he had Asian.
Hey, what happened to
before he
Asian
met
doll or
boyfriend
Asian
King
brat or
Von,
Asian the
and then
brat?
Asian
What the fuck
shows
happened to him,
King
man?
Von and
Last time I heard
basically tells
about
him
her
that he
was
should pull up on
when she
Chop,
got
which really
10-17.
kinda
Let me
gives you a
let me
window
know
into what
below
these
the
two
comments.
dating
I mean,
must be like.
I don't think he's black, but I just feel like
Chop big ass. Damn, going on.
Chop.
Hey, Chop, we don't even play like that over here, bro. You hear me?
I think Chop trying to get that million followers, bro.
crazy.
Chop, we don't play like that. Where you at?
Tell Chop stop playing.
Anyway, we've seen a couple examples of people getting through to Chop, we've seen a couple of examples of people who really managed to get through to Chop and sort of let us see behind the veil of his emotions. Yes, I am talking about the Instagram live conversation with Southside, aka Sizzle, in which Southside gets so upset with Chop's trash talk
Shout out
that he
Sizzle,
says he
man.
will
Shout out
kiss him
Southside,
below
man.
the grave. You see,
Nothing
Chop
but
lost
respect
his
to that
mother
guy.
a few years
I saw a
back.
picture of him
A lot of
in the hospital
speculation
making
that
beats, bro. That's how
might have had a
dedicated he
very
was for
serious
his
effect on
craft.
his mental state.
Shout out
In
to
fact,
him,
when I
man.
went
That
back
who
and
could
watched
rap
that
his ass
podcast
off
with
too.
him from a couple of years ago, there was a lot.
You guys need to
of
put some
talk,
respect
a
on
lot of talk about
Southside,
the
man.
impact that losing her might have had on his life.
I be blowing niggas off. You feel me? I just lost my mama and my grandma, so I was just on some
for real.
fuck everything.
I'm telling you, bro,
Sorry,
it's when you go through shit that makes people go crazy.
Shit, my mama been dead for a year now. Yeah. And my
Wow,
grandma
that
like
sucks,
2
bro.
years.
That's crazy, man.
She died a year after.
Just like, by like your whole demeanor, you seem like you were like
So
probably
Chulis,
close with
comment
him.
down below if you like
Yeah,
Chulis.
hell yeah. I was super close to them.
No coronas,
Like,
man.
bro,
No coronas.
Peace,
super
Word.
close.
Hey, grandma, word.
Like, my mama traveled everywhere with me.
When you
I ain't go nowhere without
Yeah,
her.
there was a video of her driving him around in Chicago and shit.
Well,
On
I feel like that's why
Was
he's
that-
going through all this shit
she
mentally,
was
man.
pissed about. She didn't want to be on camera and shit.
Camera, all that, yeah.
I'm telling you,
Was
my
that-
mama motherfucking.
Was that
she
on the
a real
Vice?
savage?
Was that on the Vice shit? When she was
Yeah.
running around with you?
Hell yeah.
Vice wanted to do a show with him and his mom.
I had bought a BMW. I just gave it to her. Just let her, fuck it, you can have it. Bro, I'm
No,
telling
that's
you.
why he's going through what he's
Y'all
going
would have
through,
met her. She
man.
was a real one.
I don't know what I'll do if
You
I
wouldn't
was my
even- you wouldn't even
parents,
think
bro.
that was my
I'd be
mama.
depressed for sure.
That's how real she had
Man.
become.
But
I'm
that's
close to
how
my
you
parents.
came about those. I'm already visionary, bro.
Yeah.
That's real shit.
And the Vice thing, you can tell that like the camera crew seems even a little intimidated by her. Like they're not really sure what to do.
Yeah, because she told their ass don't film it, but
Were you still living in that house after
Yes.
that shit came out?
yeah, I was still living in it before she died.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Cause like
That's what she died. She dropped right there in the house.
in the house. Were
Yeah,
you
she
there?
had a
Were you there?
brand on yeah, I was there.
Where would you
Yeah,
say
my
brand aneurysm?
Yep.
Wow, really?
Yep.
So you didn't see it coming or anything?
Man, she was in the bathroom. She just started screaming and shit. And she just in the kitchen. She fell to the floor. Talking about I'm dead and shit. I'm like, what? She started praying with me and shit. Grabbed my hand and started praying. Saying the blood of Jesus and shit, you know.
Now, we can't really be sure that losing his mom was the main factor in terms of the transformation that we've seen with Chop over the past couple weeks. I'm also not going to disrespect Southside in this whole thing. Obviously, he doesn't have anything against dude's mom. He is just responding the only way that he knows how.
Bro, shout out to my hair, bro. It's
Disrespect,
so fucking
which is
long,
to
bro.
raise the stakes to the point where Chop looks like a bitch if he doesn't do anything about it. Yeah, Southside seems like he's a little bit less sensitive to Chop's mental health in comparison to French and Meek, but I can't really blame him.
Nigga, the only reason I do feel bad about it.
Bro, Southside
Saying
is
something about that
fucked
little mama
up.
because he got a
Mad
brother.
respect for
And that's
him,
his
bro.
mama too. So that's the only reason I would even say. Because Johnny May ain't no hoe. He did Johnny May dirty. I ain't even gonna post Johnny May saying he made all the beats. His real blood brother. He don't fuck with his blood brother. Y'all co-sign a nigga who don't fuck with his own blood brother. Same mama.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
This shit different. Y'all need to
Because
co-sign the
all
rest
these
and fuck with niggas who don't fuck with
producers and
their blood
rappers have money,
siblings.
and it doesn't matter. They're
This
still
shit different,
fucking. They're still
man.
human
I
at the
guess
end of the day.
assuming the Chop doesn't stay locked up, I'm just really interested to see how this whole thing pans out. Because he doesn't seem like he's getting any interest in calming down, and it also doesn't seem like he's even acknowledged that he's acting crazy so far at all. And what sucks is that there's a lot of people who seem deeply invested in arguing that Chop's not really crazy at all here, and that everything he's doing is just him keeping it real. And yeah,
bro.
some of the stuff that he's been saying has been real stuff that I guess just hasn't
Bro,
come
this
to the
fool was in
surface
an Uber
previously.
with the
But at the
gun,
end of the day, if you're
driving
disrespecting all
around
these guys,
21
all kinds of
Savage's
people
hood in
around them
Atlanta,
willing to
man.
do something
Damn.
for them, and
Well,
some
that
of
was
those
going through
people,
some
like
deep
I
shit,
didn't even
bro.
mention this, but the Jay Prince Jr. argument that Chop got into, I mean, that's one
This
right
fool
there. that
was
seems like
beefing
it
with
could
everyone
really
on the
bad.
internet
I guess the
last
unfortunate
week.
truth is that Chop getting arrested might actually be a blessing in disguise, because the reality is
Yeah.
that it might help protect him from himself
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
others at this time. Although, I mean, jail's a scary place, and I don't know what section of the jail they're about to be putting him in.
I never been in jail,
That
so
could be a real
I
deciding
can.
factor. You know, when I started watching this interview with
can't
Chop,
say
it really
nothing.
made me
I
start
just know
thinking,
it's
like,
bad.
I hung
It's
out
not-
with this dude like a
it's
year
not
ago at Rolling
fun as
Loud,
it seems
and
like
I
it
just
is.
don't really understand what has happened since then and why he would want to sort of sabotage his career, and I don't think that it's worth it in terms of whatever views he's getting. I mean, he's still dropping music, still dropping songs throughout this whole thing, and to be honest, the music doesn't really sound bad. Like, he's always been pretty decent. It's not the best stuff I ever heard, but it's solid. I guess myself, as well as a lot of other people in the rap world, pretty much feel the same way, which is that Chop, we want to see you get through this. We want to see
Bro, I
you
wanna see that fool
resolve
make
the
beats, bro.
situation and get over
Drop
whatever
music
it
and
is you're
shit.
going through. And I'm sure that everybody who's been the subject of your attention would be happy to let this go. Maybe not Southside. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video,
Hey,
like,
Southside's a thug,
comment,
bro.
subscribe. Go watch my Young Chop interview if you get a chance. Go watch my Alex OnlyFans review video, and I'll be back soon. Appreciate y'all. Thanks. Okay, guys, so it just came out in the news that Young Chop was arrested.
Oh shit, how do I stop this? Dude, I forgot how to stop this shit.
For some
How do I stop this? Oh, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna react to more stuff. Have a truly for me, whoever's watching this video. See you next time.